So you can start sitting a little bit forward on the chair so your feet are flat and your back is upright. And you can rest your hands in your lap or down by your sides. And either close your eyes or take a soft gaze. And we'll take these first few moments to just slow down. Let your attention settle back into your body, feeling where you touch the chair, feeling where your feet touch the floor. And from that grounded base, lengthen all the way up through the top of your head, sitting as tall as you can. Without losing any of that height, just see if there's anything to let go of. Could you relax your face a bit more? Let your shoulders drop. And then let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus. And you're welcome to keep your eyes open or close them as it's useful for you throughout the practice. So let's start with a twist. You can bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee, and your right hand somewhere to the chair behind you, wherever you can comfortably reach. Inhale, sit a little taller, and then exhale, rotate a little bit more, looking over your right shoulder. And keep twisting in this direction. And then turn your head the opposite way. So you're still twisting in that direction, but turn your head to look over the other shoulder like you're wringing out your spine. And then release and switch, starting gently at first. Inhale, sit a little taller. Exhale, rotate a little bit more. And breath by breath, see what's possible. A little more height, a little deeper twist. Keep going in this direction, but turn your head the other way, looking over the other shoulder. And then release, back around to the front. Let's interlace fingers in front and put some pressure between the arms like you're going to pull them apart. Feel how that opens up the upper back, spreads between the shoulder blades. You can also use your deep inhale to spread your rib cage. And then release. Let's open arms out to the side and flex the palms. Pull your fingertips up and back towards your head. Push out through the base of your hand a little bit longer. And then curl from fingertips down and in. Pull your fingers back towards you as if you're going to touch your own forearms. And then a few big wrist circles. A couple times one way. A couple times the other way. And then release arms down. Let's take a side stretch. We'll bring the right arm up and over. You can lean onto your left hand or however works for you, but try not to tip off your sit bone. Keep both sit bones grounded. And then okay, great. No problem. Reaching out a little bit longer and then circle your arm back behind you. And keep circling as big as you can. Finish up the circle you're on. Come back to your side stretch. And then let your head fall towards the other shoulder and take your right arm out and down until your right shoulder pulls down, stretching right side of your neck. So head falling one way, shoulder pulling the other way. And you might lift or lower your chin to explore the different parts of your neck. And then release, drop your chin to your chest, roll up, and then take the left arm up and over, or other side. Reach through your fingers, big yawning stretch, keeping both sit bones grounded. And then circle your arm back behind you as far back as you can. Like a big yawning reach. Finish up the circle you're on, coming back to your side stretch, and then let your head fall towards the other shoulder, and then bring your arm out and down, pulling down through your shoulders, so you're stretching the side of your neck. And if you move your head a little this way or that way, you might bring the sensation where it's interesting. And then release, rotate your chin to your chest. Bring it over to the first side and go back and forth. Half circles or 3/4 circles. Watching the sensation move from one side to the other. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. Interlace fingers behind your head and let your elbows hang down, stretching the back of your neck. Keep coming back to slow, deep breaths. And then release, arms down, head floats back up. Let's bring the right arm up, bend it straight back on itself, so you're touching the same shoulder. Grab your elbow, and then take it as far back as you can. As you do this, you might draw the belly in, supporting length through your lower back, and you might shift around a little, just feeling, what do you notice here? What's interesting here? And then release, right arm up, open it out, take it across, hook with your other arm, hug it in as close as you can. And as you do this, you might resist by pulling back through your right shoulder, so you get a little deeper stretch. Release, arm out, rotate your thumb to point down, wrap it around behind your back, so back of your hand is at your waist. Interlace your fingers at your waist. Pull your knuckles around towards the front. Elbows go towards one another, and then circle your right shoulder. Just feeling all the little creaky parts. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest, and then you might stay upright or fold over your lap, and folding just as much as you're able. You could try and reach your arms up and back away from you, but just working with your body, finding your limits right where they are, breathing here. Release, come up. Take a few big shoulder circles, shoulders up and back and down. Up and back and down. Okay, same thing other side. Left arm comes up, bend it back on itself, grab your elbow, and then take it back until you meet your limit, right where it is. Let's release, left arm up. Open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm, hug it in close. And at the same time, pull back through your left shoulder. So feel your sit bones lengthen up away from that, nice and even through the torso. And then release, arm out, thumb points down, wrap it around. This time when you go to interlace your fingers, try the other thumb on top, the way you don't normally cross. Knuckles towards the front, elbows towards one another. And then circle your left shoulder. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest. And then fold any amount. Maybe reaching arms up and back away from you. Release, come up. A few big shoulder circles, shoulders up and back and down. And then a hip stretch. So we'll bring the right ankle above the left knee. Sit tall, so you feel your sit bones and lengthen up away from that, and then tip forward, whatever amount you're able. And we're trying to get that right knee down, but it'll just go where it goes. And you can stay on your hands, or if you get low enough, you might bring your elbows to your leg. And keep going towards length, towards folding. Let's release, bring your upper body back up, extend the right leg out, and then flex and point your foot a few times. Big flex, full point, and then a few big ankle circles. Getting out all those clicks, sitting tall as you do, both directions. And then release to switch sides. Cross your left ankle above your right knee, sit nice and tall, and then tip forward whatever amount. So it could be just a little, it might come further, but keep going towards a nice long flat back. Slow, deep breath. Let's release, come up, extend the left leg out, flex and point. And then a few big circles, a couple times one way, a couple times the other way. And then release. So let's go ahead and stand up behind the chair. I'm just going to move my chair so you can see. You can move yours if you need to for space. And having hands just like lightly touching the chair, we're going to lift the heels and then slowly lower. And see how slow and controlled you can lift and lower. You can stay doing this on 2 feet or try one at a time, flexing one foot and just slowly lifting and lowering on the other and switching back and forth. If you want even more of a challenge, you can try and lift your hands off the chair or just barely touch, like hot potato. And see how slow, so it's not jerking up and down. Do 2 more or 1 more on each side. And then release. Let's take the feet back and we're going to take a downward facing dog using the chair. So hands can be either on the top of the chair or the seat of the chair, wherever's comfortable for you. Feet hip width apart, flex the sit bones up towards the ceiling. Lengthen your hips away from your hands. And then come back up to standing. And we'll take a balance here. So let's bend. We'll bring the right leg up for tree. So that could be sole of the foot to the inner ankle or the inner thigh or anywhere above or below your knee. So it could be the calf. Don't put pressure on your knee, but anywhere above or below it. And arms can be out to steady you, or prayer position, or arms up, and then the chair is there if you need it. Standing as tall as possible. And then while you're concentrating on balancing, can you relax your face? Can your breath be slow and deep? And then release, switch sides, and shake that out. Get steady on 2 feet before moving to 1, and then when you're ready, left leg comes up as low or high as feels right for you, anywhere above or below your knee. You can choose your arm position. You can change it at any time. Arms out or on the chair for more stability, hands together, or arms up for a little more challenge. And can there be lightness? Notice if you're collapsing into that supporting leg. Can you pull up, lift up, away from the foot that's on the floor, as if your head had a magnet towards the ceiling? And then release, shake that out. Let's take another balance. We'll do a quad stretch. So we're going to bend the right leg back. Right hand grabs hold of the foot. The other end can stay on the chair. It can reach out, or both hands can hold the foot. Tailbone dropping, belly lifting. And then release. Shake that out. Same thing, other side. Left leg comes back. And the right arm can be wherever it's most useful. On the chair, out in front of you, holding your foot. Keep lengthening the lower back, opening through the front of the left hip. And then release. Shake that out. We'll take one more down dog. Step the feet back. Lengthen the hips away from your hands. Let's make our way back up and then take a seat back on the chair, and this time we're going to sit all the way back. So we'll finish with a little facial massage. So you can start by rubbing your palms together, getting some heat and energy in your hands. And then place your palms over your eyes, sealing out the light, encouraging your eyes to not only close, but relax back. Letting the back of your body release into the support underneath you, behind you. Keeping eyes closed and relaxed, you can bring your fingertips to the center of your forehead and rub from the center towards the temples, and then keep coming back to the center and spreading towards the sides of the face. Good firm pressure. You can use fingertips or thumbs. If you find a tender spot, you might hold it with steady pressure or little circles. And then bring your fingertips to either side of the nose, pressing into the sinus area, pressing and spreading towards the sides of the face. And following your cheekbone, feeling the cheekbone and following it to the side of the face where your jaw connects to your skull, right by your ear, and you might even open and close your mouth, feeling how that hinge joint works and getting all the tender spots around there under your ear, the strong jaw muscle. Could give your earlobes a little squeeze or pull. And then working your way along your jawline towards your chin. Give the chin a pinch or press. And then take the heels of the hands, make a few big circles into the cheeks, massaging the cheeks into the cheekbones and teeth. And then go back over any area that needed extra work. You can also give your scalp a rub, like a dry shampoo. You can give your neck and shoulders a little squeeze. And then when you're done, smooth over the face. Imagine you just washed your face. You're wiping away the water, wiping away any last bit of tension. Shake it out of your hands. And then let's finish with just a little rub for the forearms and hands. You can get really overworked. Do both sides. And just check in with the rest of your body. We'll settle into stillness for a few moments. You can rest your hands in your lap or down by your sides and let your back rest back into the chair. Your eyes can close or a soft gaze towards the floor. And just a few moments of not doing anything. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. And move your wrists and ankles. And take a big yawning stretch out. Scoot forward on your chair and bring hands together at the heart, sitting tall. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for chair yoga.